priceless.
Truly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what could you put a value on a person?
The value of you. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 113. Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that provide great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. Okay, the value of you.
Yeah. What is your value? And I'm not talking about your net worth.
Oh, I was going to say $1 billion.
Just a billion?
No, priceless.
Truly?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what could you put a value on a person?
No, you can't. It is priceless, really, when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yes. And we have only one life
Right.
to live.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
So that makes it worth a lot, too.
Exactly. And there's this one sentence I heard that was, so if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go. Now, in heaven, we get a new body and a new place to live. But
Right.
In the meantime...
But we're not there yet.
That's
and
right.
We don't really want to go there yet.
That's right. So, yeah, so really, you can take that value proposition and look at it a lot of different ways because, say, for example, in business, there's something called opportunity cost. I was just talking about this to someone where if you miss out on something, there's a cost to that.
Well, if you choose to do this
instead of that.
Yeah, then you miss out on that.
Yeah, and that could be worth something.
Right. So there's an opportunity cost for missing that.
Yes.
But this could be better.
This could be better, right. Well, and I think we want to talk within the context of mind, body, and spirit, which is kind of the theme of this show, and really talk about, I think, if I were to boil it all down to one thing, is being proactive.
Yes.
Because, things cost a lot more money later on if you kind of ignore something that you could be doing today.
Yeah, like that stitch in time saves 9.
Yeah, right. Or just like, a car. You have a car and you do oil changes. Now, oil changes cost money.
Right.
But if you don't change your oil and you let your oil run out or it burns out, you have a new engine repair bill, which is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So therefore, that is why you spend money up front on oil changes to avoid the thousands of dollars in engine charges. Mm-hmm. So how can we relate that to health? I mean...
Well, also, if regarding a house.
Yeah.
So we have some people looking at houses, looking to buy houses.
Yeah.
And they're looking at, various houses and seeing, oh my goodness, these people had plumbing problems that they didn't repair. They had leaky toilets, leaky tubs, and which causes water damage, which causes mold.
Yeah.
Which
is expensive to fix.
Right. Ruins walls, ceilings, floors.
Yeah.
In fact, we saw that other house.
Yeah.
That was like, what's that big hole in the ceiling from?
Yeah.
Water damage that was not dealt with.
Yeah. And, of course, in the real estate industry, the price will be lowered.
The value goes down.
The value goes down because you cannot get as much money for it because it needs all these repairs.
Right.
So,
houses can be repaired.
Yeah, they can be. Anything is fixable. I mean, some people tear them down and start over.
Right, because they're too much.
It's cheaper to build a new house than it is to try to fix an old one because the cost is too high.
Right. But we can't do that with people.
Right.
We can't just like tear people down.
No, we cannot tear people down. We cannot replace
People.
replace people. I mean, you have to really be proactive. And that was, again, the point, I think, if we were to boil down what we're going to try to get at today is how can you do things today that are going to save you money in the long term? Maybe they even cost you a little bit more today, but long term, you're going to actually save money and be proactive, right?
Sometimes people have a watershed event where they're going along, they think their health is just fine, or, maybe not perfectly fine, but it's okay.
Yep.
And then suddenly there is a crash.
Right.
And health is never regained.
Right.
Fully.
Yeah.
There might be an improvement, but the health is never fully regained. And that's a loss that cannot be restored.
Yeah. Or someone gets diagnosed with a late stage of something. I'm not going to even mention the names because I don't even like saying the words. And then you go into this panic mode of, we'll do whatever it takes.
We'll spend all the money we have.
Whatever it takes to get it fixed. And you might have to at that point, and even then, sometimes it doesn't work.
Correct.
So, going back to how can you be in a situation today where you minimize. Of course, you can't stop your aging, or
we can slow it though as best as we can.
Yeah, and we can do things, and we talk about that a lot on this show. Even simple things like drinking distilled water. Some people, well, why do you drink distilled water? And those machines are so expensive, and they are expensive. But if you have better health as a result, you might be saving thousands and thousands of dollars down the line.
Exactly.
Because you weren't drinking, say, like tap water that has full of contaminants and that can affect your body, has been proven to affect your body.
Right. In not good ways.
Yeah, in not good ways. So I think that's, if we were to talk about ways that things we can do today, maybe they're things where they cost, $100 to $300 today to save you thousands of dollars later. Is that something you're willing to do?
Yeah. Would you do that? Would you be proactive? That is one of the 7 habits of highly effective people being proactive.
Yeah. Well, I think about our health club membership. It's not cheap.
No.
But you know what? If we don't go to the club, we still pay that fee. So there's something about paying that fee that motivates you to show up because you don't want to be spending all that money.
Right.
Right? And I think it's the same way. We can talk about the same way. Well,
we could quit the club membership.
We could quit the club membership and save the money now. But then if we can't work out and we're, rolling around in a wheelchair, that's going to ultimately cost us more because we're probably going to be on medications and whatever because we didn't keep our health up.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And being able to do things, being able to hike like we did this summer, hike up a mountain. We're so glad that we work out.
Yeah, it was part of that opportunity cost. If we didn't work out, we were going to miss out on that. And our friends were going to do it, but we couldn't.
Right.
And the same with a myriad of activities, taking care of grandchildren or, whatever it might be, or playing pickleball if that's what you're into. Seems like everyone can play pickleball regardless of their health condition, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can't.
Right.
And they probably feel bad because all their friends are out playing pickleball.
Well,
and they're missing out on it.
Not everybody plays.
Yeah.
But
so that's my pickleball rant for today. But let's talk about we have all kinds of resources on Hunt4Wellness.com. We did a podcast on just basic supplements. I don't even remember what the name or the number was, and hopefully we can list that in the show notes. But just by taking supplements, because we know that we don't get everything we need out of our basic food and water, and so we need to supplement what we do. That's why we take supplements, and that's why they're called supplements. They add on. But even if you're taking your basic ones, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B, whatever, that's going to help you be proactive.
It is. It is.
And Ningxia Red.
Right.
Our
superfood drink.
This is not inexpensive, but it's going to save us a lot of money in the long run.
Expensive is a relative term.
It is. I mean, if we told you could spend $100 today to save thousands, most people would say yes.
That's a good idea.
You
but
know.
instead, a lot of people will just look at a price and say, nope, I don't want to spend that money.
Or kind of back to the name of this episode, The Value of You. Some people say, I don't deserve that. That's a whole emotional and mental thinking too, where you don't value yourself enough to take care of care of yourself by spending money on yourself. Some people just don't like to spend money on themselves.
Right.
You know?
But each person is super valuable. Each person is important. God made each person in the image of God.
Yes.
And he loves you.
Yes.
He loves every person. And so you are precious in his sight.
Yeah.
And hopefully you know God.
Yes.
And know Jesus. And because Jesus loved you so much that he died for you on the cross to save you from eternal hell.
You know what's great about the good news, the gospel? It's free.
It is free.
And you can have it today.
That's right.
And it's valuable forever.
That's right.
So if you don't get anything else from this episode than that, there is a spiritual dimension to your value, and God loves you.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the good news.
Yes, and we would love to talk to you more about that. If you want to hear more, if you want to discuss it more, we're happy to talk to you.
Yeah, you can go to Hunt4Wellness.com. We have a blue connect button. If you want to talk about anything related to mind, body, or spirit, health, your spiritual life, it's all encompasses together, because, if you don't have a balance in your spiritual life, you can have issues in your physical health
absolutely
as well. So we've talked about that before too.
And people that don't think they're valuable, that's a lie.
Right.
So don't believe that lie.
Okay. Well, here's one deal. People, they go to Hunt4Wellness.com. They go and they look on the Young Living website after they've gone to our site or put in our number.
120-9527.
Yeah, because this is how we get paid, is to refer people to take care of themselves and be healthy. But some people say, oh my gosh, that is, let's just say, for example, the Thieves cleaner. Oh my gosh, that's so expensive. But
that's crazy, because it's only like $23, which is not so expensive.
Well, that sounds expensive for a bottle of cleaner, except what they don't realize.
It's a concentrate.
And you could make 30 bottles of cleaner out of it or something?
Yeah, it's like a capful to 2 cups of water. So that bottle lasts me about a year. So each spray bottle is about $1 a bottle of organic, very effective household cleaner that you can use literally all over your house.
I guarantee you can't go into a big box store and find a household cleaner of any brand for $1.
Right.
But you have to buy it concentrated, and you pay it up front.
Yeah.
And then you keep it for a long time.
Right. It's so good. It's so good, and it smells so good. It doesn't make you sick using it like a lot of the other cleaners do. Give me a headache or sore throat.
Back to the supplements too. We're talking about being on a supplement routine, whatever that is. And again, if you can contact us at Hunt4Wellness.com, we can talk to you about what your needs are. There's all kinds of supplements.
Right.
But
what are the best ones for you?
And typically when you take supplements, you don't just take them for 30 days and then stop. You take them ongoing. So that's where, with Young Living, the loyalty rewards program is really the most effective thing to do, because you're buying every month anyway when you're on a supplement program. And you're getting additional value back in the form of free product, which is basically another discount.
You're getting points back.
Right.
Starts 10% back for the first 3 months. Then it's 20% back.
Yeah. It's like getting 20% off, really.
That you can use like cash to get other products.
Yeah. And put it towards a future purchase.
Right. So that is your best deal, that loyalty rewards. And
but some people say, well, I've got to spend this much a month, or I've got to buy something every month. You got to buy food every month.
Right.
I mean, so your supplements are no different than food. Well, they are different, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
they're important.
It's a mindset thing when people think about that.
It's definitely a mindset thing. So some other ways. Of course, we want you to be good stewards of your finances. Of course, we all do. Everybody wants to. But thinking about the good things. So being on that monthly order, it helps you to be accountable and to continue to do the good things that you're doing for your body. It also helps you get healthy products to support you and your family. It's not just supplements. And Ningxia Red, but there's also toothpaste and the household cleaner and body lotion and skincare, all stuff that's very healthy and clean. So
and you might not buy household cleaner every month. So it's not like you have to buy the same thing every month when you're on the loyalty rewards program. You could change your order every month, and you order the household cleaner once every 6 months, and this once every 3 months, and the supplements probably every month. Ningxia Red, we order that every month because we drink it every day.
Right. And it's a good example to your kids too, when you're taking care of yourself, and you hope that they will too. And we don't have to worry about our kids listening to this program because they never do.
Yes.
So
at least they say they don't. I don't know. Hopefully, we've talked about them a lot on the show.
One of our daughters said that she's eating better now that she's at school because we're not watching over her. But we were an example to her.
That's right.
Yeah. And she's drinking her distilled water, which is good.
Yeah.
So, and she's got her oils and diffuser. I don't know how much she's using it, but anyways, it's a good example. Some other ways to save money is to buy items in bundles.
Yeah.
So anytime there's a bundle of products or a premium starter kit, those are a better deal. Like the essential oils premium starter kit, I think, is $165 with 12 oils and a diffuser and some other things in there. Retail is over $400. So that is a much better deal.
Yeah, you pay a little bit up front, but you save so much and those oils are going to last you a while.
Right. It
really is and it's a great way to start too, because you get a little bit of everything.
Exactly. And we're here to help you figure out how to use these and how to use them for you.
Yeah.
And just, in wrapping up, why do we want to take care of us? It's like, you're going to look better.
Yes.
You're actually going to look better when you take care of yourself. You're going to feel better.
You're going to feel better, yes.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually. And you're actually going to save money over time. By taking good care of yourself, you're not going to have to hire someone to mow the lawn and do your other, grocery shop for you, or unless you want to. But, I mean, if that's the way you want to spend your money, that's fine. But if you can't, then you have to hire people to do things for you.
Yes.
And I would say even my mom, who is in assisted living, had a big decline last year and was off of her supplements because she was in the hospital and transitional care, and they actually would not give her the supplements, sadly.
Yes. Yeah.
But when she got back to where she could take the supplements, she had a major turnaround, and she has improved, and she can do more for herself than she could when she first went there. It's been incredible, and the Young Living supplements have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I could tell the story even about last night. I typically use the CBD Calm just to help me relax, to go to sleep. And I forgot to put it on last night. I was in bed and I'm going, I forgot to put that on. But I'm too lazy to get up and do it. But I tossed and turned for a few hours and, fell asleep, woke up, and then finally, I had to get up to go to the bathroom. And I said, I'm just going to put the CBD Calm on. So I put the CBD Calm on. And literally from the minute I got back in bed, I just fell asleep and had a great night's sleep. And the CBD Calm, again, is not inexpensive relatively. People would look at it and go, all that little thing for that much? But when you get a good night's sleep and you can I typically get a great night's sleep every night. I just forgot to put it on. Mm-hmm. And so
what's it worth?
It makes, to me, sleep? It's like that totally convinced me in the value of that product.
Right.
So anyway, if you have sleep issues, I don't even really have that bad of sleep issues, but it really is a great help. Really relaxes me at the end of the day. So I love it. All right. Anything else before we wrap up?
Be proactive.
Yes, be proactive. There was the whole episode in 2 words. Well, this episode of Hunt4Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. And you can find out more and be proactive by going to waterdistillers.com. And we'll be proactive and start thinking about right now what our next episode is going to be, so you can join us next time on Hunt for Wellness.